Oh, right.
Boom. Every time you're going to start like that. Boom. Why are you so much bigger than me? I hate this.
That's what she said. What? That's what he said.
Why was... What? It was a he and she and another he there?
He was like, yo, why are you so bigger than me? I was like, hey, man, I eat my vegetables. If you guys don't know, man, we are back in another location. And we have a church service behind us, so if y'all hear chaos, just know that, man. It's
or if you feel the spirit, just go on and get your praise dance in.
and a labosha.
What?
That's us. Oh, speaking of tongues, that's my homegirl too. I got a homegirl named Anna, last name Labosha. Yeah.
I've only seen somebody speaking in tongues a couple times.
You just spoke in tongues, trying to explain speaking in tongues.
Oh, look at the Egypt Pharaoh right here. He should be up here. Look at Dion's. Go play the piano for him real quick.
No.
We do. They have the whole piano back. Just show him your skills real quick.
I can't play. You can't play the piano? Can you play the piano?
No.
At all? Can you play anything?
No.
Not even dun 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 dun.
I don't know where to start with that. What's the first note you hit?
See?
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 I know I can't play any instrument whatsoever.
No.
I can't drum. I can't whistle. I can whistle. That's it. That's all.
What is some of your hidden talents, man? Let's talk
I
about
don't
it.
have any. But people think I'm joking. All I can do is talk a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only talent God gave me.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the only talent you choose to embrace. I feel like you're very talented, but every time I try to expand your talent, you be like, that sounds awful. I feel like, Chaz, I think you're really good at motivating people, and you should try to do a YouTube channel. That sounds work.
That's what I
That
did.
sounds like a lot of work.
That's what See My Society is.
But you like, I'm just trying to think of something like I think you should do this. You be like, that's the whole thing about the script thing. That sounds awful.
Because that's not a hidden talent. That's not a hidden talent. I have to work at that. You know?
So what do you think you're good at organically? That's like, I do this really quick.
I do one thing very well.
What?
It's make people laugh.
Okay.
That's the only
Are you
gift.
Embracing the one thing?
I think so.
Yeah.
I
So you
think
think so. The fact you say you think so lets me know that you...
I mean, that's what I'm trying to do. It's what the podcasts are for, and you know the scripts and the jokes are in there. I just try. Mm-hmm. You know, so writing for me was by default because I didn't make money doing stand-up. Mm-hmm. Okay, someone paid me to write, right? So I go follow the money. So I got really, really good at writing scripts because I just went all in to learn, right? Mm-hmm. All of it is homework. All of it is sit here, do this, rewrite this. I go like, this is the actual work. This is why I started doing stand-up. So I didn't have to do stuff like this. Right? But God laughed in my face and he said, the thing you hate is why you're going to make your money. Yeah. Right? So in order for me to, but my goal was to make writing my day job so I can still create a social media while I'm like, cool, when I have writing as my day job, let's go create social media, right? Yeah. Let's go make people laugh and do that stuff. So when you ask me about my hidden talent, I go like, is it like you can draw?
That's a hidden talent.
You can rap.
That's a hidden talent.
I can't do any of that.
Have you tried?
To rap and draw?
Yeah.
Yeah, who hasn't tried?
Well, I also have you explored arts and crafts? Because a lot of times people be like, oh, this dude put a bunch of sesame seeds and macaroni together and created art. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a hidden talent.
Right. So, because now, hidden talents-wise, when you get drawn to something, you'll explore it because you're like, oh, I'm kind of good at this, or I like this, right? Mm-hmm. You're an expert with words, mm-hmm. right? You're an expert with you're funny. You have great vision as far as directing and all this other stuff, right? Mm-hmm. You see the world and things differently. Mm-hmm. Okay, so for me, I don't have a thing where I go outside of comedy. It's only been sports. Mm-hmm. Right? That's the only thing I ever really loved to do was football, baseball, wrestling, basketball. Love sports. My body did not agree with
right.
My knees are gone.
That's hidden talent. That's hidden talent. Because you're a sports analyst.
It was. Well, I would have loved to have done like a sports center thing. But, you know, that's when I just started stand-up and I was like, great, I have my thing.
Yeah. I remember watching you on Daddy Issues one time, and you was just like spitting out names and statistics and the year they came in and got drafted. He blew his leg out when he was playing the Buffalo Bills, and then I was like, oh nigga, you know this?
Yeah.
Like you're good at this.
I know football very well. I know sports pretty well in general. Because that was the only other thing, but not being able to play, you go like.
Well, that's different because there's Skip Bayless and
True.
They I don't think they ever played, did they? They just follow the game.
Well, Shannon Sharp of course played. Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about Skip and Ernie from TNT that be talking to.
He's an analyst. I always want to say analysis. It's analyst. I had no idea. Yeah.
But they're just good at just like statistics and numbers and predictions. That's a talent.
Yeah, they also have a crew of people who.
Yeah. But also, it's because when you be like, hold on, when you talking about he's averaging 20 points and 20 rebounds, it's like no, we're talking about in the '96. From we're paying the Supersonics from '96 to the the Bulls from this. At the same time, they had the same sort of talents. They had the Pippins, they had the Hardaways. And like, yo, that's talent to do that.
I like talking, right, and seeing how many different ways can I make people laugh from different things, from the motivation stuff to the dark humor stuff. Because I want to do a thing where it's just all dark humor. You know, I don't know if it's a podcast, but it might just be something where I'm like, hey, this ain't for the weak.
Yeah.
Don't come in here with that weak stuff. But even like gaming now, right? It's just I'm not good at it, but I like it. I have a lot of fun gaming. But even taking that and doing my own story out of what's happening, because I was playing Ghost of Tsushima, which is a game where the Mongols come over. It's Genghis Khan's grandson, and he's coming to take over this island in Japan. Okay, Tsushima, and now you play one guy, Jin, who has to pretty much by himself take down the Mongols. Okay. So I was like, bro, it'd be so much fun to play this game and just redub your own version because it can be whatever story you want. Now, it's going to take forever because it's a very long game. Right. But I go like, that seems like a lot of fun to do, though. Or even when I play Smash Brothers, to do my own dialogue for each character over it. Like stuff like that seems like, that's what I want to get into more, start doing more sketches on doing a gaming or doing more, I'm going to do an anime review, doing more sketches. It's just other versions of talking and comedy that I want to explore. I was just like, yo, stick what you're good at, right? Because all those other things I go like, I'm not good. Talking?
Yeah. Do you talk when you play video games? So I think you should just record yourself video games.
That's why I asked you about the light. That's all I need. I just need a light, yeah.
But you need like a lamp.
Yeah, well, so if I do it from the crib, which I know you haven't been there, I need to move, because the only other problem is that I have to do it at night where Izzy's sleeping. So I can do a whisper cast, right? And I can be like, yeah, I can do that. But it's just I have to move everything. No, I just have a regular mic, like a regular. And
will you be playing from your laptop? Like, where's your camera?
So right now I just have a really bootleg. I had it's a PlayStation camera that comes with it. It doesn't come with it. I had to buy it separately, but I had to put out a desk or like a table. I just had to get the setup right, and then I was just kind of like from where I'm at and where the stuff is, because my living room's it's got some depth, right? So all my lamps, boom, boom in the corner. My TV's up here. So I go, I can't use those because I had to move a bunch of stuff around. I had the couches that block it. So I'm like, and I was like, I don't want to make all this noise. And then there's this TV. So I was like, if I had one light I can set up in the front, then it'll shine everything.
Well, I was just thinking if it's a phone, if it's a laptop, they sell accessories that go right on top around the camera.
Right.
So you don't have to get an actual light. You just need to kind of clean your face.
Because that's why I was like, yeah, you got a ring light?
But these stay here for clients. Wow. And the two lights that you got me, one of them broke.
I did bring you lights, did they? Yeah, one broke?
One broke.
Damn.
And I broke it.
Did you?
Yeah. So, I was trying to tower it over.
Yeah.
To give somebody some light, and that mug just fell down. And yeah.
I donated to Dion's early on.
Yeah. I'm not using this at all.
This wasn't at all.
Yeah.
They would have just been taking up.
Very useful.
Yeah, they would have just been taking up mad space. Because, especially like at that time, I was trying to do a lot. I wasn't in the same position I am now. Because now I have a lot of time.
Right.
And then when I start Light Show, which is coming up, I'll have less time, but then I go back to having a lot of time. So now I'm like, great, I can fill in this time now. This is what I've been trying to get to.
Right. So
now I was like, at the time I was trying to do 100 things, but I'm not great at focusing on doing a bunch of stuff. I'm not talented.
Yes, you are.
Here
we go.
Focus.
Fuck.
That is not that is not a skill that I have. Is being able to zero down, being very analytical, staying on a tight schedule. I'm very bad at that. The more money I hope I get, the more I can hire people who are great at regimenting.
I think you're going the wrong way.
Which way you recommend?
I think you got to get disciplined first at a schedule, and then when your discipline of the schedule becomes overwhelming, that's when you relinquish because if you have from 4 to 5 I'm working out.
Yeah.
From 5 to 6 I'm meditating.
Yeah.
From 6 to 7 I'm taking my kids to school. If that's like your time like that.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay, my work is overwhelming. I can send this script to Chris to read, so that's not messing up my schedule. But when it becomes like this is becoming so back to back, I don't want to do it. That means you're not disciplined in your schedule.
My discipline is trash.
Yeah,
it's super.
Yeah, I'm with you, brother.
And it's
self-discipline.
It's streaky. It's streaky.
Right.
Because there's times where if I have a system in place, and I go, great, blah, 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 we're doing this, my system will be on. I'll stick onto it. But once something changes, then it blows up my system and I can't get back.
Right.
So like I'll be doing great and then we'll go on set and then like my whole day changes and then trying to get back, I'm like, damn dog, I can't get back into the groove because now my whole system is thrown.
Yeah, I get it.
So now I don't have a system. Now I'm like, I wake up whenever. Right? Yep. I leave around 10 to 11-ish. I do my day. I try to go take my walk. I'm trying to I probably spend way too much time with the kid actually. Because everybody is like, no one spends this much time when they're working with their kid.
Yeah, right.
But I'm like, I spend an easy 3 to 4 hours with her just off of waking up, and then hopefully before we go to bed, I try to do another. Because I don't leave until
I think boundaries is big, man.
We go to the park and we do all these things.
Gotta figure out your boundaries of like what you're absolutely not gonna do, and tell people I'm not available. Yeah. Because I think a lot of times we find excuses not to do what we have to do. Like that the house is filthy, has to be cleaned, you be like, God damn, I gotta clean this house up. Yeah. But then something happens, like, cool. That's why I can't do it, because I
look for excuses first. I go, man, I think I gotta change this tire. I don't want my wife driving and the baby's in there.
It's a spare tire.
Yeah, I gotta change it.
Yeah, dude.
While I was out.
Yeah. I can't tell you the amount of times I wake up at 4 o'clock. Knowing that I can easily do a walk around the neighborhood, easily do some squats or push-ups, and just to this is my only time mentally I can work out this time without being disrupted or distracted.
Right.
Everyone is asleep, no one's gonna call me. This is a perfect time for me to work out.
Right.
And I'll find ways to be like, let me finish this episode. let me finish this episode, because I fell asleep on it last night, so let me go and finish, because it's the only time I'm gonna get to watch it. I don't have to watch it.
So I made this rule, which is why I haven't watched it, that I can only watch something while I'm on when I'm on a treadmill or on my little thing.
You got a treadmill?
I have a tread climber, which is this treadmill stepper thing. So it's like a system like that. It's great. Good. Because you don't have to do nearly half the time, but it burns more calories because you're going up, right? It's great. And
what if you had one that goes down? You had to step. You go back like this.
Woo! I burned 12 calories in 3 hours.
You going down?
The only problem with that is that Izzy loves to come outside, and I'll be like, "You got to stay in." But she's learning now to do her own thing.
Sure. Okay, go back to your.
I don't know what I was saying.
You're talking about you can You only can watch movies unless you.
Oh, so that's why I haven't watched Cobra Kai. That's why I haven't watched Ozark. That's why I haven't watched anything because I was like, I haven't earned it.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, you want to watch all the Peacock on Fresh Prince? I'm like, you're not watching anything. You just
phenomenal show, by the way.
I heard
Phenomenal pilot.
But I go like, you don't get to enjoy the stuff you're not putting to work.
Absolutely, that's a great idea.
So, but now I'm just not like watching. So then but also I'm sticking to the punishing myself.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's a great method.
And now that I want it, so all right. So let's say streaming gaming, right? I want to stream gaming. So looking on Twitch, to say if you're starting out, the best time to stream is at night. Right, so it's like midnight. You can catch people all around the world. It's only gonna be maybe other 30 or something channels that you have to compete with. I'm like, well, that sounds smart because no one's gonna really watch you during the day. I don't have a huge name, right? I'm up at night anyways. So before I had a good regimen of sleeping. I got up early. I was going to go work out. Now I can't sleep at all. What? What?
Hold on, keep talking.
What?
I think this episode went back to my first card.
Back to your first card?
It did.
What do you mean?
About that? Because when I took your card out, it went back to.
You didn't have to edit.
Huh?
You didn't have to edit.
No, I got to see on the footage. Because
Oh, we gotta do it this way. Did you hand me the card? I thought I had
when
it
I
back
took
to
the
you.
card out, because the first episode was on his
My
card.
Uh-huh.
So when I took it out, it transferred to my card. So when I pressed record again, it stayed on my card. I thought about that.
So you didn't put my card back in, or there's two?
It's in there. But it's not recording on the second episode. Is not recording.
You have it holds two different cards in here.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Damn, I should took it out. Anyway, so
That's crazy though. I didn't know that your camera holds two different memory cards.
Yeah,
So you can
man.
just keep going. Really?
So if we ran out of mirrors to go to the other card.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you could record because these things have like terabytes now.
Yeah.
You could just record all day.
Now I gotta send this mug to you.
Oh, that's gonna suck. But I'll do the other one first. You gotta give me some time to upload
Yep.
it. Okay.
Sorry about that.
That's
y'all.
all good. I don't know what I was saying. Something about streaming, right? So he said the best time to do is at night, and so that's great. So now that I'm up at night, anyways, I go great. I can just sit there, and now I can use this time for gaming. What I used to do is I used to actually work out while I was gaming because for a lot of times, if I'm playing online, a game would end, you have time before a new game starts, right? So I would hit my curls, boom, boom. I would hit my squats, boom, boom. Right now, I have my game stuff in my bedroom, so the kid doesn't mess with it, right? Then I'm like, all right, you just gotta pick a spot to set up, and just let that be the setup for that.
What workouts you doing?
Now?
You ain't doing curls playing video game.
Oh yeah, I used to.
Yeah.
What do you mean? In between?
Nigga, what video game you got? You gonna use one hand?
No. In between, when you're gaming, right? If the game ends, a new one has to start, right?
What you mean if it ends?
Okay, Jesus, yeah. All right, let's say you're playing Call of Duty.
Okay.
You're in the game. Once that game is over, there's dead time, right? So when somebody wins.
Okay. well, I'm thinking of like, what do you mean like you got killed? I usually kind of comes back up real quick.
When
right?
the game ends, when somebody wins, right? The game stops. Not that it turns off. But the game is over and you can start a new game.
Right.
So in between that time of, oh man, good game, guys, blah, 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 there's dead time before the new game starts.
But what's in between? Like, what's the dead time between?
That is just a couple minutes.
That's what I'm saying. So you be like,
Yeah, the curls, you just 1, 2,
because
3.
I'm picturing.
It's not a full workout.
Well, I'm picturing like you know when you die in like a Grand Theft Auto, like wasted, and it comes back up like, hey John, you back up, man. It's like that quick.
No.
Like when the game
That's what I'm
goes
saying.
on.
Like Smash Bros, Call of Duty. This one I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima. Like you can play in between those dead times.
Okay.
You know, so I mean, it's just like let's say if it's you know, you can have, and you don't have to go back immediately, right? So if I'm doing I die, bam, oh okay, game is blah blah blah. You hit your curls, boom, set. You can do your squats. You can push the game to start, and it's gonna take a couple minutes for you to get other people to play, blah blah blah. Unless you're just in a group. But I can always be like, oh, hold on, guys. Blah, blah. But I play on my solo, so there's just enough breaks in time to do something, right? I mean, you can't go do a 20-minute workout. I mean, you could just wait and not press start. So it was just a great time for me to work out while I was gaming.
Right.
I was sitting down anyways. I was like, let me hit these curls. Great. Boom, boom. Okay, da-da-da-da-da. Damn, let me do another set, you know? And then I was getting more sets in because you had more reps, right? Or whatever. Or same with the squats, you can do the same.
I'm curious to know how, this sounds silly, but muscles are pretty much ripped. They say you ripped, you're ripping your muscles, right? And then the protein is filling in that to make it big, right?
Well, it's your, so yeah, you don't build muscle, you break down muscle, and your body repairs itself.
Yeah.
So the more damage you do to your actual muscle, of course, more you heal. So protein is broken down into amino acids, right?
Oh.
Yeah, and there's, I forgot how many amino acids, and then there's, what's it called, like the lactic, what's that shit? Lactic acid or whatever. So anyway, these different, that's why people take these protein shakes, because they're just the different building blocks of protein that help you, they're supposed to help you. I don't necessarily, I've seen results. When I was doing protein heavy, I was really big, but I was big. My diet wasn't, but I was just really big. And then when I stopped doing it, of course, I got small, but still just fat, right? So yeah, anyways, yeah, there are different amino acids that, I mean, there's like L-arginine. There's a bunch of different amino acids that, because your body, you don't produce protein, right? Your body, so you actually have to take protein from an outside source. So yeah, so if you're a bodybuilder, you gotta go. That's why people do those pea protein now. You can do those.
Remember creatine?
About eating shit. Yeah.
It fell off, didn't it?
I think it's still a big deal out here. Yeah.
I remember that was like the alternate of steroids.
Yeah, it was the pre-steroids.
Oh, you gotta get them creatine shakes.
I don't know creatine. I always want to say creatine was legal.
It was legal.
Yeah. I don't know if it's, I mean, I don't know what the deal is with it now, but.
Creatine in your body, baby.
Yeah, man. I was just always like, yo, I have no desire to go get a six pack. It's a full-time job to have a six pack. If I got paid for being in shape, I'm like, well, this is how I make my money. You gotta spend 4 hours in the gym. Like, The Rock needs to be in the gym.
2 questions.
Yeah.
If you were 100%, 2% body fat, in shape, built, would you be a thirst trap? Or would you hide it on Instagram?
Me?
Facebook, yeah.
I'd probably hide it.
You'll hide it?
I think so. Unless a thirst trap to say it's like, yo, come get this.
Well, no, more so like, hey y'all, but you shirtless. Hey y'all, hey y'all, make sure y'all come check out my comedy show. I'll be at the Comedy Store.
I was always like, you corny bastard. Even when I was in shape, I'm like, yo, put that shirt. What we doing? That's his ego.
Yeah.
Though.
Huh?
That's his ego stuff. That's just people like, I mean, y'all see it.
Yeah. Why hide it?
It's not even about hiding it. I don't need one, but to be like, yo, you see it. You see what I'm doing. Y'all think? Tell me. Somebody tell. I'm looking for compliments. Yo, somebody tell me I'm cute. Tell me I'm sexy. Ooh, that's who. I know you see it.
But I think you're bitter because we're not that.
No, you can be in shape, bro. Lose weight. You can have the ass. Because there's cats we know who are in great shape who don't go around being like shirtless all day.
They show them arms. They figure out a way to get it out there.
But sometimes, man, these shirts are just. Look at this. This is a double X. Like, sometimes these shirts just do this, bro. You gotta put this one all the way down, and if you do enough, it goes back up.
That's why God don't bless some people with a certain body.
Yeah.
Certain body?
Yeah,
certain body.
Be out there acting foolish.
You're 6'4".
I'm 6'4".
You can't have a super six pack, bro. You be out here with mad babies. You know? They're like, yo, Dion he ain't lacking that girth.
Hello. What I can say is I seen Dwight Howard up front, and I was like, and this sounds very, I don't know, but I was like, if I was in shape, this is what I would look like. Like I seen him shirtless, I was like, God, like, this dude got it. And what's the dude? My quarterback, man. What's his name?
Terrell Owens.
Terrell Owens. I was like, damn.
Nah, I've always been into the
tall and ripped. It's really hard to be tall and ripped.
No, I like the heavyweight dude who's not in shape for my body. You know what I mean? You ever see the heavyweight fighters? And they be the dudes with the bellies and titties. They strong as shit. I'm like, I'm that guy.
Yeah.
I'm not the dude. Yeah, I'm the dude who's like, yo, he's big, he's strong. Nah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm all. You be out there, like the dude who knocked out Joshua. The dude Ruiz.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way he's a boxer. I'm like,
but you know what? That to his defense, he hit the back of his ear, and that would knock out your equilibrium.
Yeah.
People don't realize, like, There's a vulnerable place in boxing.
Yeah.
When you're like right here, it's like right here.
Yeah.
If you get hit like this, when your body is resetting to become
Right.
the power,
Throws
it's like
everything off.
yeah. Because you're literally just like it's like you get hit like this before you go forward, but you
Right.
get hit like this, and you.
Sometimes, man, when you watch a boxer about to get hit, they'll look at the punch. They'll be like, the slow-mo shots on the back. They'll be like,
yeah.
they're just watching. They just see it.
Yeah.
They're like, "Ah." You just gotta roll
That's
with
why
it.
I can't be in UFC.
That's why it's roll with the punches. You just gotta go for it. Yeah, I mean, you have to go with the punch because you don't
Why
fight.
turn around? Like
do you mean?
spin. If I hit you, turn around the other way.
If anybody has that type of body control to go, whoa,
And come around with it like
well, in UFC they do all the time.
Yeah?
That's legal. The back of the fist, that they do that a lot.
Yeah.
You'll see those spinning elbows, bro. They're brutal. I saw this guy get somebody double. He was like, "Well, bow," and it came back the other side.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, God." Then it was like,
we said roll with the punches. So if I'm doing like this,
So if you see a punch coming to you, you're supposed to just go with it.
yeah.
People be like trying to fight it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, bro? You trying to fight that force? You just gotta go with it. It's gonna be less. You try to catch it as you go around. If you see it coming, just keep going. Boom.
Do people have concussions in boxing?
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking like people talk about the concussions in football, but they don't talk about the concussions on boxing.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, so usually I think after every fight, both people have to go to the hospital. But I think you're supposed to. But damn, people ice their whole heads
Yeah.
because I mean it's so much swelling that you're taking.
Right.
And a concussion is a brain bruise, bro.
Such a dangerous sport.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I got humbled when some survey was like, what is the most dangerous sport? Everybody was like, soccer, football, like NASCAR. And it was like boxing. And I was like, what? He's like, their objective is to hurt the person. Every other objectives are touchdowns, win the race.
Yeah.
Basketball, like your objective is to hurt your opponent.
So people do. So here's why boxing's good and bad. I mean, the gloves don't really do you justice. If you did bare fist fighting, you'd probably have less concussions, but more bruises, maybe even more missing teeth. But you'd have less concussions. But the fact that you have this pad that you can just pound and pound and pound again over somebody's head is crazy.
But you have broken knuckles, right?
Oh yeah, you can definitely mess all this up with your hands. You can definitely, dude, hitting somebody in the face, getting hit in the face is a big deal. But on the bare fist, you're gonna have way more lacerations and cuts than you will, because you can't just take those punches like that in boxing. I mean, boxing you can take as many of those punches. You see cats say poof, poof, bare. You're not doing that. It's gonna be way less concussions, but you're gonna be lumped up more. And you see cats who get lumped up after 36 rounds in boxing, right? I think they're 12 rounds now. Yeah. Like you see it, but man, when you watch, and UFC is probably the closest thing that comes to it. I mean, there is a bare fist fighting league out there somewhere, or like you've seen the underground fights.
Right.
Those do probably be concussion free, no eyeball.
What's his name? Tuki, not Tuki Weed.
Not Tuki. He did look like Tuki.
Yeah.
Kimbo.
Kimbo Slice.
Yeah. Like you're like, but it's probably better for your brain to do bare knuckle fight.
I can't agree or disagree because I don't feel like it's smart. I don't understand the logic.
Because the idea of me hitting you in the skull repeatedly with my fist, my hand's gonna break before your skull does.
Oh.
Right? Like hitting you in the skull with my fist is gonna do way more damage to my hand.
Hard.
Right.
Right.
But in your brain, I mean, your skull is meant to take some type of force, right? Now, a pad, I can just keep hitting it as hard as I can.
The only thing that's getting hurt is your head.
Because there's a little bit of air. So by the time you start boxing, it's a lot of the poof, poof. And then by the time the fight goes later, it's a lot less loud poofs, poof. All that air is gone in those gloves, right?
Oh.
So now it's harder. So when you see cats go on, it's harder hits.
Yeah.
You know, so it's one of those things where if I hit you with a really tight pillow, you can take way more pillow hits, right? Because you can hit with a pillow and rattle. You be like, oh snap! What's in your pillow?
Yeah. Is that double thread?
It's getting hit with a pillow, bro, with all the force and power of like a Mike Tyson just got to launch his entire body in the pillow. Like even if you held a pillow around your face, you taking a punch from Mike, you're gonna feel all that. You know, but you can take another one. And bare fist, you're not taking another one.
Has anybody ever hurt their wrist?
Oh, people break their wrist hard in fighting.
Because imagine like I'm totally fine.
Yeah.
But my wrist is hurt.
Wrist.
It's like, damn it, I can't go on.
Do you remember we wrote that boxing show? Were you there when we wrote that? Oh, this is dude. His name is Kenny Wack. He's like one of Martin's best friends. And he was Kenji in Martin, if you're watching.
Yeah.
All right, so Wack was a boxer. Wack had to stop fighting because he just tore his wrist up and it was never the same. Mm-hmm. But whenever I've seen old tapes of Wack, I'm like, my God, bro.
Wow.
Like, and then that's what I'm saying. Wack has like a reputation of no knocking cats out. Mm-hmm. just that when they talk about the amount of one-hitter quitters where you're seeing him throw out to somebody. But yeah, man, you can break your wrist. A lot of cats break their hands in a fight, and they just have to wait till it goes numb. But you have to keep fighting. So you might break your hand mid-fight, and you just got to keep swinging. So eventually it'll go numb, and then it's just a club. Yeah,
that's crazy.
That happens all the time.
Yeah,
it happens in UFC
like
all the time.
Like, I am sane.
Yeah,
it's like. But would you consider forfeiting?
Not if you. I mean, you just gotta wait till it goes numb. If you broke your hand.
What, the wrist?
It's the same. It happens.
Breaking fingers.
It happens.
Wow.
Yeah, it happens. People throw their shoulders out. It happens. I mean, man, cats are literally bleeding from their eyeballs.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, let's just cut it. And the doctor comes in. I don't like that eye. It's good.
Yeah.
Can you get? Yeah.
You seen Creed 2?
Yeah.
We need to. He's like, how many fingers are holding up? Because he was clearly blind.
Right.
He couldn't see nothing.
It's time to call it a wrap, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, we're good here. I can't see. You gonna take more punches?
Right.
I don't have that kind of.
Yeah.
I think I would have had that grit to stay in there, but you'd have to throw in the towel for me.
Yeah.
You got
throw in the towel.
It's not worth dying in there.
Throw in the goddamn towel.
And you know when somebody's just better than you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting my ass whooped. I got no answer for him.
Right.
Like what? You got to go down to the because they'll give you an accolade for being like he lasted. He went the distance.
Chaz, you got this, man. I know. Chaz, you got this. And people, the camera, like, I think he's shaking his head. No, he's like, it's a faraway camera. You're like this. You got this. Like, listen,
bro. By round 10,
I can't see.
By round 10, we're 30 minutes in of an ass whooping.
Yeah.
And you're still doing. He's got so much heart of a lion.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm more of like a mongoose now.
He's got all the determined. Look at that will. He won't go down.
The crazy thing is about boxing is it's so strategic because this right here is keeping you up.
Yeah.
This is the weak. Like he's like I can't even. Like my ribs hurt. I can't even do this because everything hurt. But this right here, hitting your head, it's the way. It's how you're operating, how to swing. Because now you just remember how people they get the chicken legs.
Oh yeah.
It's like they don't even know how to stand up.
Get the whole wobbly.
Like so both hitting the chest and the head is so strategic.
Yeah.
And it's like you really got like I would say definitely work that body as much as you can because if you hit this much, they're barely trying to stand. They can't even because every time they punch, it hurts themselves.
First of all, boxing was better when it was 15 rounds. I wish they'd go back.
It went to 12.
Yeah, it went down to 12. I wish it'd go back to 15 rounds. But yeah, that's why people work the midsection. You try to work because like when people are trying to breathe deep in the ribs.
Yeah. I am in pain.
I'm in pain early. And it's crazy when you watch UFC and when these cats do these leg kicks.
Yeah.
That I wish that would be illegal. I wish they
kick.
Yeah, man, because I'm talking about UFC, but I wish they make it illegal to do leg kicks like that because I mean they'll just tag your leg. Cats can't barely walk anymore.
Right.
They're limping. You're like, man, I feel like it's a cheap tactic.
So you're gonna get upper body?
No, I mean you can do a. Like I'd be like, yo, kick. Yeah, I just like leave the legs alone. Dog.
Yeah.
I want to see you fight with the skill. You know what I mean? So you got to check the leg, and now you got cats always doing them. I'm just like, nah.
You see that guy who?
I see brawling.
You see that guy? Oh my god, he tried to do like a crazy like roundhouse kick. The guy blocked it and then broke his shin.
Oh yeah.
And he tried to step back on it.
And goes limp. It happened to Anderson Silva. It just happened to McGregor. It's happened a few times. There was another dude. What's his name? He's a dude who fought Anderson Silva. The guy who Anderson Silva kicked and his leg broke. That happened to him later on.
Damn it, dude.
It happens, man. That's why I was like, I'm not even doing. I'm aiming for your face. the midsection. There was this guy, man, he was kicking this dude all up in the ribs. He just kept kicking in the ribs. You saw the welts. It was nuts, bro. And so then later on, he's fighting like this. He's just like, man. Yeah. Now he's like, great, I only had to punch to one face.
Yeah,
to pass one hand instead of two. Man,
yeah.
That's beautiful.
That's
people be like, oh, UFC is too brutal. I'm like, what?
I mean, it's great for us, but for them, like, can you imagine being married to somebody like that?
Yeah.
Like you, even there's female UFC. It's like, sweetheart, you look hideous. I'm supposed to kiss this?
I love seeing. It's funny if you just go on YouTube and you just watch before the fights and after the fights. Like they come in, and they be lumped up by the end or bloody. Yeah. I love seeing the pre-fight look to the post-fight
and the confidence. Look. Remember when what's the woman who was always
Ronda Rousey?
Yeah, before she got knocked out, I remember that look right there when she got when they had to cancel it. When you get hit like this, woo!
They start monkey punching you, gorilla. That's always funny. Yeah, I mean, she got kicked to the neck, and that one, I'm so glad she lost because she didn't dap girl up in the beginning.
Oh yeah,
she was like, the girl was like,
got humble.
I'm going to kill you.
Got humble. And after that, she never won after that.
And this is why you're not a champion, bro. You can lose, which is fine.
Yeah.
Losing is fine. What people talk about Muhammad Ali, what makes Muhammad Ali one of the greatest fighters ever is because he lost the heavyweight title 3 times. I mean, he's won the heavyweight title 3 times. He's the only person ever to win it 3 times. He was stripped from him when he refused to go. He went to jail. Got it, won it back. So he won against Livingston. Lost it to the bullshit. Won it back. Lost to what's his name? No, other dude, Frazier. And then he won. When he beat Frazier, that wasn't for a title fight. He beat somebody else and won it back, I believe. And then then later on he kept fighting, but he was way old when he was fighting Larry Holmes. He didn't look like Ali anymore. Right. But he was the only guy to go. But it's like, bro, that's what you do. Like,
keep getting it.
Yeah, you're like. So when she went to WWE, I was like, you don't have the heart of a champion. Right. You'll always be a champion because you.
No. I'm talking about the girl who beat Ronda Rousey the first time. The very first time, that was groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's nobody had beat her. Right. That nobody, I can't think of her name right now.
She's a nobody now.
She never won that.
She got beat by there was Cyborg, and then once what's the girl's name? The Lioness. Once she came and started ripping through, she just lost her last fight. But when she came ripping through everybody, it was why am I blinking on her name? I can see her face. But she's great.
Yeah.
It's always the Brazilians who are psychos you gotta worry with. Them Brazilian fighters.
Yeah. And people are hungry. When you're on top for so long, and you think like, just nobody is trying to fight me. But you be like, you have to kind of be like, they're coming for my head. I have.
The problem is that I have so much tape on you.
Right.
So then when somebody new comes in, they're like, I don't know this person. How can I find their fights? I gotta go on YouTube and watch some kind of. You don't get a chance to study people like that. I mean, it's a way bigger advantage. I don't say bigger advantage, but yeah, man, it's a big advantage to be able to watch somebody from all these fights. I can study. I can see what they do, tendencies. Somebody who's a nobody. That's why these people like they shock the world. Right. Like, cause nobody knows this.
I don't know how to fight this person. Yeah. That's how I felt about when Riddick Bowe knocked out Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
I was like, who? And I remember they gave him a video game after that, and he never won. I was like, damn, y'all jumped the gun quick.
It's like it's easy to go, great. I watched this person for 20 fights.
Yeah.
Right? Now let me go.
This is his handicaps.
Which is why, even more credit to Mayweather.
Yeah, never lost, right?
He's never lost. And as a professional boxer. He's lost, I think, his amateur one when he's supposed in the Olympics. And he was like, I'm not losing.
Have you been knocked out before? You seen him knocked out?
I don't think I've even seen him knocked down before.
I've seen him knocked down.
When?
I don't know if I've seen him knocked down. I don't know. But I kind of feel like it happened because he's not flawless. That would have been more praise on it. They said Mayweather never been knocked down.
I mean, I want to say one time, but I can't remember him being knocked down like that. Like, it hasn't happened since I really started watching. I tell you that. The only person who ever called him that I seen, well, not actually ever called him because he's had some really tough, close ones early on. But when Sugar Ray, what's my man saying? No, Sugar Shane. It was round 2 of their fight. Sugar Shane hit him with his uppercut, right? And then he buckled and held on to him.
Yeah.
But after that, because at first he was like, "Ooh, Sugar Shane, look like he getting in maybe them first 2 rounds." After that, it was 10 rounds of child abuse.
Wow.
They didn't even look like. But that was the thing. Anytime I saw Mayweather take somebody's best, he elevated every time. And he goes, "This is your best?
Yeah.
Watch me." He was like a Super Saiyan, bro. I gotta exceed with every. That's why that dude was great, bro.
Yeah.
And then people get mad at him for being defensive fighting. He's like, "Why? Because I didn't get hit in the head."
That's the objective. Yeah.
I
not get hit. I'm removing points from this person because they're not hitting me.
They're not hitting my face.
I would love to see the longest an opponent went without being hit. Like they actually dodged them off. It was like and they encountered and kept dodging them. Like, I remember that one with Muhammad Ali.
But if you watch Canelo now, you ever watch Canelo Alvarez? And so Canelo and Mayweather fought years ago.
He Triple C, right?
No, you're talking about Triple G. That's Golovkin. So when Canelo and Mayweather fought, Canelo might have been early 20s, right? And I think Mayweather said, "I got to get this cat now because he's going to be a problem."
Yeah.
And so he fought. But after that, you saw how much Canelo adopted from Mayweather. Like the head movements, the defense. Like now you watch Canelo and you can just watch his highlights of his head movement, him doing these, you watch him training. He's so good at not getting hit now.
That's good.
Plus he already had the power.
Right.
So now that's why he's the best fighter right now. He's like, "You're not going to touch me and I'm knocking you out."
Right.
Yeah,
I think that'd be boxing 101 is to not get hit for the first 2 years.
Yeah.
As in like, I'm not going to show you how to punch.
Just dodge.
I'm going to
roll
you and then see how quickly you can dodge these punches.
Yeah. And then a lot of these guys, bro, they practice, you'll see every dude pretend to fight like this and be like, and I'm like, understand, bro, you have a big ass glove that covers so much of your face real estate. You don't have that. Yeah. This is not the same thing in the streets unless somebody is just not, as astute. But nothing is better than hands up blocking my face. Like if you ever watch McGregor fight, he does a lot of this. It's like it's the range. It's because he's like, I can't let you just get all up in here.
Yeah. What I like about boxing is yes, you can.
It's called the Philly shell.
Right, you can definitely block your body by putting your arm around your body and then just protecting your head, right? But you can't. Either you stay like this to block yourself. Yeah. Or you have to throw. As soon as you throw a punch, you're open.
Yeah. You gotta come. You gotta bring this back up.
And as soon as you throw a punch, hit. Yeah. I should have held it just a second.
That's why you're supposed to and come back. People like punch. You're supposed to punch, pass back.
But if you got them on ropes, you can be like, oh, should I go for it?
Yeah. I mean, there's a moment where people just go all in and they but you exert a lot of energy.
So, man, but the problem is if you don't land the punch. Yeah. That's the energy. Is like, because you're like, I gotta retaliate. Right. I'm so far. I gotta retaliate. Okay, that's too much energy.
It's like, man. How many times have you just shadow boxed and been exhausted?
Yes, because you got to go back. It's great to have a bag. If you have a bag, it's so much. If you just throwing punches, it's a better exercise. Yeah. But if you are landing, it's actually ricocheting your energy back. Right. But if you just throwing it, you got to come all the way back. And it's like, oh my god,
it's a lot, bro. You be exhausted.
Yeah.
And when I was doing Muay Thai heavy, it was so great because. Man, you had to do the kicks. My range of motion became great.
Yeah.
But kicking this big ass leg, bro, I was exhausted. So like, okay, kick the bag 20 times, then kick it 20 with your left. I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You want me to do 10 on the right, then do 10 on the left? I was like, you guys are tripping. I can't do that.
No, I'm not doing that.
I'm like in there,
when
exhausted.
When you see the boxers doing the is that a routine? Like we're gonna do Johnny Rock, and then you like.
Are you talking about on the mix?
Yeah. When people are punching, or is it that they actually are?
There's a rhythm they found in like now, because usually whoever's the mitt guy, he'll be like, okay, you're gonna do we'll do this. We'll do you do the 1-2, right? So 1 jab. 2's is a cross, right? So if I go 1-2, right? So let's say 1-2, and then I'll say, okay, 1-2, you go 3 is a hook, right? So I'll say 1-2, You hit 3. Okay, right. So now I'm supposed to tap you too. So you go 1, I tap you back to give you that, right? So I go 1, bam, 1, bam, 1, 2. Right?
Okay.
So then people just put their combos together. By that time, they have it already.
Okay.
So early on, so if I say 4, it's an uppercut, right? So if I say 1, 4, right, give me 1, uppercut. So if I go 1, boom, right? So if I go 1, 2, right? This is patty cake. If I go 1, 2, 1, 2, if I go 1, 2, 4, boom, boom, you're gonna come up under.
Okay.
With the other one.
Oh, so.
Okay, so if I go 1, 2, I mean you can come up with the same one as long as, but it's usually gonna.
But how do you know which one is left of the uppercut?
So you put your hands up, all right? So put your okay. So if I go 1, 2, 1, 2, and then put your hand down. Usually,
like this.
yeah. So then usually you'll just be able to know from where I put my placement.
Okay.
So my job is to find you.
Okay.
So I go 1, 2, 1, 2, bam. I gotta know, even if I'm coming here, I gotta kind of find out where it is. But usually, when these guys are doing it, they'll know. And they've done it so much.
Yeah.
So
I've seen somebody do it for like at least 30 seconds.
Yeah, dog. They've done it so much, and they know they're just combos.
Ducking and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, because you got to slip, duck, and because one of the biggest things too is like you don't do this. You lower your stance. So if you come here, it's so much of this, right? But it's not catching the same routine because you can't let somebody. That's why you be like,
I want to know if somebody got knocked out by the mitts. Because he was like,
and then, bro, you start training and no one would tell you something. So somebody like punch, and you got to duck. But hey, you didn't say that. I thought we was just starting on. Like, nah, bro, it is bow bow. Like you learn.
You got to duck, man. I knocked him out.
And guess what? They'll slap you hard. Then it makes the noise and everybody looks. Like, so yeah, they're called focus mitts. Focus mitts, which is great. So if you like, I'll show you. I have Izzy show you. But Izzy does 1, 2. She'll do. We do punch, punch, kick, kick, headbutt, bite.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. It's punch. She like punch, punch, kick, kick, headbutt, bite. And so she was just grabbing the mitts. Yeah.
Oh.
That's the point. So then I was always telling her like, I always tell like one day someone's gonna try to grab your head. You got it. You know what I mean? You gotta slip the curls. Bow, bow. Once you bite them, fight's over.
Get this kid over.
And Izzy got this forehead that I had. I was like, you headbutt her and then you bite her. Fight's done.
Have you ever had somebody headbutt somebody on purpose?
Not me.
Not me. Like
I've been headbutted. I've been headbutting like, bro.
Some of them did it.
Nah. But because you know, like in football, you be like, I can't.
Yeah. I'm talking about your actual head. That's such a brutal attack.
And you gotta, if people headbutt wrong, they try to headbutt you in your forehead.
Like if somebody grabbed me, motherfucker. like if I had my arms tied up, like nigga, tell me where the money at. I'm never like, I could have headbutt. I'm just like, I'm like, all right, man, what you want, man? In my head, like headbutt. I'm like, I'm not doing it.
I'm supposed to headbutt people for future reference in a soft spot. You get the little face.
The nose?
Yeah, if you get them right here, that's great. The headbutt head to head, you're crazy.
That's a problem.
Yeah. You don't want somebody's fucking tooth stuck in your forehead.
It is more damage to you. You like motherfucker. All this is going like.
Yeah, man. I try not to ever headbutt. But then Muay Thai, it's elbows and knees, which is really brutal. That's when you get like people, man. The crumble. You see the crumble back?
Yeah.
Oh, the elbows and knees, bro, are brutal. That's why I was like, great. Now you know how to use everything at your disposal, you know? I love watching fights, man. They're fun, bro.
Like hood fights or?
I love watching fights. I would watch kids fight. I watch all kind of fights.
What I find funny is, when it comes to hood fights, everybody is in a disadvantage. Especially if you're above 35. Because you haven't stretched.
You haven't fallen so unless you do this.
Yeah.
You got 30 seconds.
And it's like you gotta figure it out. Like what you say, nigga? And now you're like, oh, I still have real problems. Like my back really hurts.
You ever just try to get up and be like, oh man, what the hell was that?
And now you gotta defend your honor and get your respect back. You know you got a whole ripped arm, and you're just like, only I got is this right here.
Bro, as much training or fighting I've ever done. If I had to fight right now, it's a wrap, bro.
Yeah.
I'm getting messed up. I had to be like, hey, friend.
Yeah, the adrenaline would definitely get you there, but afterwards you like, everything hurts. Why does I
gotta fight? Like, we don't have to do this. Like, I gotta still try to talk it out. Why we having a chance?
My daughter asked me this yesterday. She said, and this is a good question. Great question for you.
Okay.
what do you think will push you to the point of having to kill somebody? Like, I have to kill you. Nothing is on the table. I have to murder you.
Anything with my daughter.
That's why I said.
Yeah, easy work. Probably anything with my mom or wife in general. It's a little less though.
Right.
You know, anything with my daughter, instant murder.
Yeah.
I gotta go like, okay, all right, let me plot this.
Right.
I'm doing murder, first degree.
I said to say that I said if it's something that happened immediately in my face within a minute, I have to kill you.
Yeah.
If it's a molestation or beating or anything like that, but if I have to drive to New York, I think about like hour 3, I'd have time to calm down. I was like, what am I doing?
Well, it depends. Like, did we talk about law-abiding as citizen last week? Oh, okay. I was talking about it with somebody, and I was like, that was a fake thing. It never happened. That wasn't us? So I was like, law-abiding citizen, did you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so his daughter and wife get murdered, right? So my man has a whole plot to take down everybody, even to dig under the jail,
Right.
And kill the guy. You know, he did this entire thing. I don't know if I do all that.
Right.
But if somebody I want to kill is in jail, I'd be like, how do I get him?
Yeah.
Because you could pay somebody.
Right.
But I'm like,
I need to do this.
Yeah, right? Because if you molest my daughter or anything, I gotta watch you die slow.
Yeah.
I gotta let it up and right back. We gotta have a slow, torturous death.
Yeah.
I don't want to shoot you. I do, but not to kill you. I'm like, brother, God, brother. He's just sitting there. I might even touch his penis and just slowly shave it off inch by inch. I'm just like, just scrape it.
Like a potato pillar.
No gloves either. Yes. I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you gotta be. That's easy. I'm trying to think what else, man.
I was like, man, that's crazy. Like, and then she said, "How would you get away with it?" And
I don't plan to. I don't plan to get away with it.
Yeah. How?
It depends on what you've done. Because
Yeah.
if my daughter's dead, I'm not
Yeah.
worried about that.
Yeah.
We'll just do time.
Yeah, just do the time.
Yeah, I'm fine doing the time.
Because that's a crime of passion. Because there's a limit of crime of passion.
Is there?
Yeah, you can't like fly to New York.
Why not?
Because
I'm mad. I'm crazy.
right,
I'm
but
mad.
that's like defending us like if someone like I was like self-defense
No,
or
right.
like I watched you having sex with my wife and I'm like you mother and I kill him like that. That's a crime of like I did it because I'm
in
not
that
thinking
moment.
straight. But if you drive and like I gotta kill this nigga, that means that's premeditated.
Here's the thing though. What if you know what I had to do?
What?
Here's what I had to do. I had to start just going nuts. Okay, I got get away with my phone number so no one can reach me, right?
To talk you out of it.
No. I mean, you just have to start setting up that I'm crazy. This broke my mental, right? So I had to damn, last time I talked to Chaz, he was talking about chickens on the moon, right? You got to start saying this. This broke him so bad that he just went nuts. I'm unemployed. I'm going to counseling. I'm doing all the grief stuff. I'm having this obsession. So they're like, yeah, man, he just can't get past this. I got to call people crying in the middle of the night, right? I just got to do all this stuff. I got to have my attempted suicides, right? And then when I go kill him, they're like, he has a long, after this moment.
It's your fault. Y'all should have stopped him a long time ago.
All right, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how.
When you start talking about the chickens on the moon, y'all should have stopped him.
He wasn't even the same
Yeah.
person. And then once I get off for murder, hopefully, the podcast will start. Hopefully, if I get off for murder, right? Because insanity, or they might do some time and then leave me and all that good stuff. I'm like, yeah, man, no, I'm great. And then you just see me be Chaz again. I got my vengeance. Vengeance is a big deal in Japanese. Like when you watch all the old samurai stuff, as much as I do.
I have to defend my
Yeah, I got
my
it.
family's honor.
So they can rest in peace. So I'm big on vengeance. I need revenge for their peace.
I do find rest in peace funny. As in, like, what is the alternative? Like you over there having turmoil in your sleep. I just want him to rest in peace.
Well, What if that calms you down? Just rest in peace. Oh.
Thank you for killing my sister.
Do you think that your life now is heaven?
My life now is heaven. No.
No?
Now. You know.
You don't think that life is heaven?
No. I think it's a carbon copy.
Okay.
I think it's a cheap replica.
Of heaven? Okay.
Yeah. I think this is a good middle ground.
Do you think there's a heaven?
Yes.
Do you think there's a hell?
I feel like this is hell. I'm serious. I think Earth. I think Earth. This realm is being protected by, like.
Why do you think this is hell?
I think we're like in a middle ground of like life gets better. Like your spirit, your mentality, your soul, everything gets so much relaxed. No pain, no worries in heaven. And then hell is everything: anxiety, stress, depression. Like it is. We're in a middle place of experiencing both right now. But when your life decision happens, it tends to separate each other.
Okay.
So
I think Earth is heaven.
okay.
Okay. I don't know if there's anything past this right now. There's never been any proof that anyone can ever give you
Right,
that there's
right.
something after.
That's what I think.
Okay. Right. So I think this is the Earth part. I think that the only evil we have are people.
Sure.
Right. There's some really, really evil people who all gold. So I think there's devils per se, right? To use a general term. I don't think people are necessarily the devil, but there are evil people, right? There are people who are trying to hurt you.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but I do think that had people's circumstances been different, they can experience heaven also. My only thing to protect my kid from is other people. I don't worry about my child in most cases about their safety. Very rarely am I worried about a mountain lion or a dog or some other animal that can hurt them, right? I'm not really so worried about an animal attack. I only worry about people because there's enough people out there to threaten me.
Yeah.
Nothing else is a concern on my life,
Right.
but people. Otherwise, we're in a system where money pushes how people talk to you, how people treat you, your access to things, everything that we should be able to, all depends on your money. Had we lived in a different country, society, and maybe even in a different time, there's less to worry about. If there was just no people on Earth, this would be a great, beautiful, amazing place. Because I was walking yesterday and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Right? So I haven't seen a whole lot of more natural beauty than I see on Earth. So I was like, this is the closest thing to heaven we'll have.
Right.
There are people who are the closest thing to hell we'll have. I don't know if there's anything else
That's great.
after that.
I think there are spirits. There are entities. There that can
I believe
unlock
in spirits.
Unlock the direction you can go. So if you open yourself to a demonic spirit and it get in your head and become what they are. Yeah. They will put an idea in your head, and that's the people that you're afraid of. Because you're being like you're accepting like what they offer. Yeah. A lot of times when you are doing drugs, you're laying down your free will. Like whatever happens, yes, you're like whatever happens, and then you start to kind of like become like woo, you start to see things, hear things. Yeah. You're saying you're expressing yourself, and it's like I like that feeling. I felt free. But also when I meditate, I listen to the inner me, God,
all the voices.
Yeah, all the voices.
Me too.
But you have to make those decisions of which one of these is my purpose and my will. That's going to be good for me.
Do you have a lot of negative thoughts?
Of course.
You have a lot, or you just have?
I can't say a lot of negative. I would say,
You had this is stupid, those thoughts.
yeah, failures, you know, stuff like, this ain't gonna work. I got so much work to do. I don't have time to do that. Well, I need more time, like stuff like that. It's more realistic, but not thinking about the positive of it. Of like, if this happens, you're gonna be excited when it's done. Versus like, I can't do it. I don't have the money for it. I can't afford it. Like that's negative. Versus like, you never was good. I never had those times. I can't say never, but I have things like, if you never stop doing comedy, if you had that relation, if you went to that party, like those are the worst thing I get.
The ghost of Christmas past, right? Your ass. Yeah.
Right. Those are the worst thing I get.
Yeah.
I never thought about killing myself. I never thought about.
You haven't? You should.
It's exhilarating.
If anybody should kill themselves,
it's remarkable.
Now, I've never had those either. The suicide. I know some people who definitely have the suicidal thoughts. I always want to know what it is. You know, most probably trauma, something from childhood or something that some kind of chasm of some sort that shifts you, right?
Well, I think for me, what will make me want to take my own life?
Some people just want peace.
Yeah, and it's running from something. It's like I did something so stupid, irresponsible, or people believed in me, and I failed so many people. People have donated money into me. They believed me. I was a character. I lied to people. I betrayed people. I am a fraud. And it's like, I don't want to face the light. I don't want, I can't, this is for me. If all this time I was, Joel Osteen, and this whole time I had like a herald of women, or like I was a pedophile, and it was like, dude, you did this the whole time. I was like, I don't even want to hear people. Right. Oh my God, I don't want people to say you were a fraud to God. I was like, if I was I have to remove myself immediately. Yeah. Like, even though the right way to do it is just like, I have to own up to my responsibilities, trust in God that this is gonna be I'm gonna get over this, but I can imagine being a complete fraud like that.
It's interesting that, because even when you said about the whole pedophilia thing, right? There are people who will do heinous, monstrous, devilish acts, right? Get caught and be like, I knew it was wrong, but I just couldn't stop. Jared from Subway. Okay.
Yeah. He's still in jail, right?
Yeah. So, talking about the greatest rise out of nowhere.
Yeah. Pulse.
No need for so there are people who battle these demons of sorts, right? And yeah, I always wonder where you draw the line. I mean, of course, like, never excusing any kind of pedophilia, right? But for somebody's mental, you ever done something that you knew was wrong, but you did it anyways?
Yeah.
And you go like, I know I shouldn't be doing this, so why am I doing this?
Premarital sex.
Yeah, well, that didn't bother me.
Underage?
What's underage?
Not legal, under your mom's supervision. When did you lose your virginity?
I was 14.
Yeah. Were you supposed to do that?
Yeah.
You're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Nigga, anyway, continue your story.
My penis said, we're ready.
Where? How many in yours?
My penis got up. Said, boss, you guys ejaculating sperm? Great. You ready? Chaz, do you want sex? Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for?
So you ask your mom, and she said, can I have sex, Mom? She's like, no, absolutely not. When did you do that?
She might say no.
Anyway, Chaz.
What's it going to do with it? If I want to have sex?
You're not supposed to. As in, you're still under your mom's supervision. As your mom is supposed to tell you from right from wrong. And you ask your mom, hey, Mom, I was thinking about having sex. I think I'm going to lose my virginity. I'm 14. How you feel about
Is it against the law for somebody?
It's not against the law, but it's your mom's supervision.
Okay.
If your mom say, hey, don't leave this room, you're on punishment.
My mom didn't want me to do stand-up.
Don't leave this room, Chaz. You're on punishment.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have did that. Yeah. All right? And you leave anyway. You're doing something you weren't supposed to do. It's not against the law, right?
Right.
But you're doing something you weren't supposed to do. That's the whole premise of you saying that.
Okay.
Have you ever done something you weren't supposed to do?
That's not the premise I was saying.
Yes, you said that.
No, I said there's something that you didn't want to do that you knew you didn't. You did something
that you wanted to do that you weren't supposed to do.
As far as like stealing, something that's really criminal. I'm hurting this person. Premarital sex, man. That's just a old religious system to keep people.
It's not sure, but like if you were.
I threw that away. Longer.
If you're above age, I'm not talking about religious standpoint. If you ask your parents, am I supposed to do this? They gonna say no, not yet. Trust me, it's not what it's all cracked up to be.
And like, it was.
I'm still doing it.
I would have been very mad. Let me tell you, I'd have been very mad if I waited to marriage to have sex.
It's not even about that.
I'd been hot.
It's irresponsible. I mean, it's not irresponsible, but we as an adult, if your child asks you at 14, Dad, this guy is asking me, should I have sex?
Now let me meet him.
First of all, you'll be pissed.
Let me meet this gentleman.
You'll be so pissed.
Dog, people are gonna do what they're gonna do. We know that, kids wise.
I'm glad I'm using it because you already say you're crazy about your daughter, all right? And when she's 14, and it's like this boy who's 16, he wants to have sex with me.
Somebody snuck me in their house. This girl who was 16 snuck me in their house, right? So and the dad knew. We had a nice chat. I'm
He knew?
Yeah, he found
take his pants down.
Why did he take?
Hey, no, you were taking your pants down. Hey, what are you doing?
No, he sat me down. He was like, dude, he was the most mature I've ever seen, like in anything ever documented. He was like, because she was older than me, right? And he was like, no man, I know that she's older. She's like, kids are gonna do what they're gonna do. The only thing he said was that if you're gonna continue to date my daughter, then I need to let your parents know that you guys are sexually active. He was like, but if you guys don't, then he's like, I really don't see a big deal.
It was a white girl?
No.
I was like, that's feel like a white. That's
dog. I'm telling you, he was the most mature dog. I was always like, dude, this is insane because this has not been a conversation that we've ever had. But he was also like, yo, cats at this age, this is what you guys do. And he just really took a step back from his own emotion toward it. And
my mom was not having it. I still did it.
Yeah.
My mom was having it because she knew that STDs was out. I could get pregnant. She didn't want to be a grandma. I mean, she was just like, this
my question is, it's not the premarital sex because I'm going to disappoint somebody. I'm talking about for you. Like, I've done things, I'm like, I feel wrong for doing this. Premarital sex was not one of those things.
You moving the goal line, man.
No. Because I think you saw it in a different way.
You said, have you ever done something you weren't supposed to do?
But I don't. I mean, for you, a soul thing, a thing that you're like, man, this goes against everything I believe.
Sure. Okay. Now we're talking.
Yeah, but not for like your parents. I'm like, or
okay.
But something that like there's certain laws that are done. Like it's illegal for women to get abortions in Texas. That's a stupid law.
Right.
I wouldn't feel bad if a woman went and snuck and got an abortion because that's what you want to do with her body.
Sure.
That's her choice, her body. Blah blah blah.
Back to your premise.
Back to my premise. Anyways, yeah. So there's something that you were conflicted with your own soul. That you're like, I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm gonna do this anyways. If you had sex with a girl who was mentally challenged, then I'd be like, oh, okay, Dion, that's one of the ones I'd be like, I don't care if she was 18 and over. But there's cats out there who's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That I've had more in that realm, I guess, is what I'm saying. Things like, but there's been things that I've done that I'm like, dude, I know this is awful, I know this is terrible, but I'm doing it anyways, even though I know I shouldn't. Why? You know what I mean? Like, that's not the kind of person I am. It's not the kind of person I want to be. Why would I still do this? Not to compare it to pedophilia.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So what's one of the things that you've done that you...
No, I know I've stole something before, or I had a friend I owed money to.
He's like, I'm not paying it back.
I was just using my money for me. It wasn't even that. It's just whenever I did have money, he wasn't even on my radar. I was like, yeah, I'll pay him back one day. It was just the most... somebody who helped me. It was just the most disrespectful. I still feel bad.
To this day?
Yeah, bro, because I paid him back, but still, I was like buying shoes and trying to be fly and all this other stuff and keep up with this LA thing, you know? And broke my friend's heart, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then, even when he confronted me about it, I was like, man, you tripping.
Yeah.
You know?
It hurts to pay people back. It like, hey, yo, I remember one time, my homeboy gave me $200. And he was like, when you get a chance to give it back to me, man, right? I was like, all right, man, I got you. And then when I had it, I was like, oh, God, I earned this. I really earned this money. And this is all the money I got.
You're hilarious. Most people, dog, I'm cool. First off, if I loan money out, I always figure I'm not going to get it back. That's my first rule. Second off, I tell people, pay me what you can when you can.
Yeah.
If you got 20 out of that 200, just be like, yo, bro, I'm going to try to get you back. Because people will be like, nah, give it to me the way you want. All right, you're going to be waiting a long time, bro, because I don't have it like that. But I appreciate people like, yo, man, here's 20. Cause I ain't forgot about you.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, bro?
Don't cash at me back. I don't want 1946. I want my goddamn $20.
You should put an extra. And anytime I've ever borrowed money now from somebody, I give them more than I got back.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be like, yo, here's this plus that. Yo, you want good credit with people.
Yeah.
Right?
We have to wrap up.
Yeah, I know you guys so successful and got stuff to do, man. Me, got nothing to do. Go back home.
Or use your computer here?
Yeah,
Oh, sweet. We onload this one right here.
let's do it.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much. This is Lackaroni and Chaz.
Oh, did we say that last episode?
No, we did not. Another fantastic episode of Lackaroni and Chaz. This is a different one. We don't have the mics, we don't have the lights, but we here. We did it for y'all, man.
It can't be worse than the lives. Those are always raggedy.
Lives?
The lives?
Oh yeah.
I was like, if they want production value,
Yeah.
the lives are the worst place.
Absolutely. So thank y'all so much. Love y'all. Toodaloo!